Mr. Obi and Mrs. Ngozi Okonjo Iweala, Birds of a Feather. In this video, we are going to find out the secrets of these rare geniuses, the brain behind their successes, and the reason for their being birds of a feather. Our concern in this video is to showcase the reasons for their commonalities, which if you find out, it may help you to develop your own talents. Both individuals prioritize good governance, accountability, transparency, and dedication to duty. They are shining examples of what it means to be public servants. Both are committed to good governance and development. In their unique talents and giftedness, both individuals remain quite humble, committed, and dedicated. Let's find out the brain behind their successes, the reasons for their being birds of a feather, and what has made their commonalities shining examples for posterity to emulate. Listen till the end of this video.
I started out in the village, in a village called Owashuku, in Delta State, Nigeria. Today, living with my grandmother. My parents left me with my grandmother when I was a year old because my father got a scholarship post-war, World War II, to go and study in Germany. And so he and my mother went, and my grandmother brought me up. And I think what that showed me was I think it sort of led to what I did later, what I've been doing with my life. I saw what poverty was like from the village. I fetched water from the stream. I went to the farm with my grandmother. I did all the things that people who didn't have great resources did. So I knew what it was to wake up in the morning and not and think about the meals you're going to have, and how you get through the day with not too much in your pocket. So I grew up in the village, but it was also a delightful childhood with a grandmother who was very loving but very disciplined. So I saw both sides of that equation. And but the next episode has to do with the war. I lived through a war from the time I was 12 till I was 15, the Nigeria-Biafra War. And that was really a defining time of my life as well, where I saw people die from malnutrition. I knew what it meant to have 1 meal a day or no meal at all, to sleep on the floor or sleep. So it was a really tough and difficult time. So all this made me to understand I'm the kind of person who can sleep on the floor today or sleep on a feather bed and be equally comfortable in both.
And my father died just about the wartime. So I would say I'm virtually brought up by my mother, who is very strict, who actually will always teach me. I was telling Dr. Mo today, when we came to a market, my experience with my mother, when I say I'm going to trade, when I was in school and everything, and I talk about trade, and my mother taught me something about trade and life. He said the world is like a market. People come to market for different things. Some came to sell, some came to look around, some came to buy, some came to steal, some to gossip, some to do all sorts of things. So you just have to concentrate in what you're here for. Don't bother about what other people are doing. And if you're selling any particular item, concentrate on it. Don't mind if the other person makes too much profit or losses in his own, just stay where you are and everything. I told him that in experience that one day they were husband and wife who were fighting. I used to be a businessman in Baloguya, in front of my shop in Balogu, and they were fighting them. People came and said, "Oh, Peter, how come you're here? You didn't even want to separate this fight and everything." I said, "Listen, I didn't come to Lagos to separate fights. I came to sell goods." These people, but then there was an experience. 2 hours after, people saw them, both of them, in restaurant, eating after fighting. I don't know what they know. So I called the person who told me, as I said, you can see, I don't even know where they want to distract me from my store. And then if I go to separate them, they will steal my things. So I try to stay in my lane. And that does inform whatever I do. Most of the things you see me do in life comes from my mother's, I would say, upbringing by my mother, what impacted me. When I said I was going to Lagos, I always said, but my mother told me 5 things. Maybe I won't say all of them here. But I can tell you the first 3 are very critical.
Yeah.
And they have remained with me because he said to me, Peter, never steal anybody's thing. Instead, please come home. I will feed you. Let me not hear that anything is missing. And they found it around you. 2, never. Anybody who gives you anything to keep, or you're giving private or public thing to keep, please ensure that when they come for it, you give it back to them. Don't envy anybody. That's number 3. No matter what, even if all the people you came to Lagos, they become super rich and you're poor, thank God you're alive.
Yes.
Concentrate on what you're doing.
Yes.
And everything. Remain prayerful in your life and everything. And for me, that's in my guiding, whether it's in public, in private, and everything I've done in my life. And I've passed through places where I can tell people, go and verify my history there.